So already it was leaked and rumored and blah, blah, blah that Doom, the Dark Ages release date leaked. You know, people were saying, looks like it. Basically one like store or one journalist website posted a date when nobody else said anything about that date. So it could be a leak. It could be that it was a placeholder date. Who knows? But the leak was it's coming May 15th. Who knows? Who knows if that actually is true? Probably is. It's a really good time for it to release, and it seemed really, really finished. And Microsoft is doing this new thing where they're trying much more condensed marketing cycles. They're not trying to do, you know, big 2-year marketing cycles. They're just going to do a month and it'll make a big splash. And then they go forward 3 months. They drop the next game on Game Pass, big splash. And that's just how they're doing it now. So this wouldn't surprise me. But the other thing that is sucky, I'm not going to play for you, is that apparently the gameplay footage has leaked online ahead of the developer direct tomorrow. I don't know how this happened, but they seemingly recorded some of the footage at a behind the scenes presentation, like off their phone. This is why I'm not going to show it to you, because this is the quality and because it's also a leak and it happens. We're going to get it tomorrow. I mean, there we are. I know you're tempted right now to go Google it and look it up, and you like nobody's stopping you, but I would encourage you to wait, because it's going to look way worse on a janky like potato phone capturing it versus just waiting 24 hours and watching it tomorrow. Okay, just wait. Okay, that's what I say. Hato says it's not gameplay. Hold on, let's read. I mean, are you trying to trick me into watching it? Is that what you're doing? The gameplay footage gives brief walkthrough of some of the locations of the game. Still footage leaked before the Xbox Developer Direct. Is understood that the gameplay originates from a tech demo, likely showcasing the latest graphics cards. So maybe at CES they used it to showcase like the 50 series. If you're trying to trick me into watching it, joke's on you. Yeah, you think you're clever? How dare you? No, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's like a showcase of locations and stuff. Either way, it shows something of the game that we're probably going to see tomorrow at the showcase. Just wait. I encourage everybody, just wait. You know, it's not a race. We all will watch it at the same time, but there is a big difference between that first impression. Like that first moment you see something is important. It's better to watch it like in good quality, especially because like Doom is such a freaking graphical powerhouse, it seems. But this is also, I mean, 2025 is already insane, but Doom already just looks so insane. Like this is what they showed off over the summer. And I remember people saying that, you know, the Xbox, they've got nothing for 2025. What are they going to do? And then they just casually dominate the summer showcases with these insane trailers that were just stacked up and up and up. And this one already, I mean, it just seems crazy. I hope I can play this one because, as some of you know who have watched the channel for a long time, id Tech games, for whatever reason, make me super freaking motion sick, like really bad. I can play other first-person shooters, no problem. But for some reason, Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, like those games just make me feel like a soda that's been shaken up. I don't know what it is. But this looks so freaking badass and crazy. I'm excited. Imagine this cranked out the ass on PC. Like this is probably Series X footage if I had to guess, just based on like smaller details like level of detail, distance and stuff like that. But I think this thing cranked on like a 50 series. Oh God. Do the when do the reviews of the 50 series cards come out? Is that tomorrow or is that today? Or is that the 24th? It was close to the 23rd, if I recall correctly. That's going to be very interesting. I fully expect that those cards are going to be like, it's a 20%, 15% improvement, and they doubled the price for it, and then they're locking DLSS 4 features to it. So suck it up, Buttercup. You're going to buy it. You're going to like it. That's my guess. It's tomorrow? Okay. Will I be getting one? I mean, at some point, probably, but I mean, the 4090 I have is already a monster, and I'm like, it's hard to find something that this thing can't run at a very high level. Even like overdrive mode on Cyberpunk 2077, the 4090, if you're using DLSS stuff, can run it just fine. But this game is going to be insane. I do expect there's going to be a lot of games this year that start to really push the boundary. And there's going to be lots of complaints, I'm sure, about how heavy some of those games are to run. But hell, if they look as good as this and they run as well as this footage looks to run, I'm here for it. You know, at some point you got to push the boundary. You got to push the fidelity level. And this seems to be one of those games that's going to do it. So buckle up, Buttercup. But just be aware that there's a leak going around. There's stuff floating. So be aware if you're trying to keep out of that. Okay. You're going to get the 50 series. You can't resist. I mean, for me, I have the ultimate cheat code, which is that I do this for work. And so it's a tax write-off for me since I use it for that. And then I can give the 4090 to Jacob and he can use that. And for us, for a lot of the things that we do, like rendering videos, having a crap ton of CUDA cores and VRAM is really helpful for rendering stuff. And so we can use the high-end graphics cards and stuff in our workflows, even if they're not really necessary for gaming. But it's still, I've been very conscious of this. And this is something I want to hear from you guys in the chat and then also in the comments when you're watching this stream clip. I want to build a PC that is just like, based on the Steam survey, it's the average gaming PC. And I want to have that so I can test games and stuff on the average hardware so that I'm not doing this thing where I'm like, yeah, on my 4090, on my $5,000 gaming PC, it runs pretty well. I don't want to do that and just rely on that. I want to be able to also test it on average hardware. So I'm going to have to like dig into what is the average GPU, CPU combo, what that looks like. I do have a gaming laptop I've used in that way before. It's not ideal because of course it's a laptop, but I've got a laptop with like a 3070 in it, which is I think close to the average. I think the average is like a 3060 in terms of power. I think it's like a 2080, 2070 or like a 3060 or something. I'm not sure, but either way, I want to do that. RTX 3060 and a Ryzen 5600 should do the average. Do you have a 1080p screen? I feel like it would add to the lack of experience. I mean, you can run a game windowed at 1080p. I mean, you can do that. Average is 3060. That's kind of what I thought. But either way, I think we're going to do that this year and at least have that. So when I'm talking about a game for review or talking about performance, I can compare to that, which I think will be a decent way of handling that. 1440p is the new 1080p. For a lot of people, 1440p is more than enough. I mean, hell, a lot of these modern games are rendering at 1440p and then just upscaling. So it's not like you need 4K. 4K is great, don't get me wrong, but you do have to have a bigger monitor to appreciate and actually get the benefit of 4K for sure. He took my thing.